Thank you very much, Shannon, and Dave, and Senators. I appreciate that. An interesting debate on the topic here. And the Choose Legal Fight. This is CNN Tonight. I'm John Lerman, special CNN Tonight here.
So I'm watching this debate between Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz. And it's amazing because these are the two people that should have actually ran in the presidential election, not Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. If I had to say who won tonight, and I think Bernie Sanders is, way better than Hillary, I would say Ted Cruz. And I'm not no Democrat or Republican, but I'm listening, and I think that Ted Cruz and Ted Cruz clearly won the debate. And the sad part is America is just a sad nation. I mean, everything in America is a mess. This country is done. If you listen to the fight, they had like 3 different people in there saying that at least 3 different people talking about their experiences and how they can't afford health care for their employees. Okay, why is that our problem? People got to take care of their own health. And Ted Cruz didn't even come out and hit. Because, if he tells it like it is, we Americans, we're just sicker than everybody else. We eat so much junk food and commit so many sins in America, so we are not like everybody else. Everybody else is messed up, but then they're giving away free health insurance, or they're just letting you suffer and die. And it's going to come to that point where it's got to let people suffer for their sins. And you should see the scores of sick children, mainly sick white children. Oh, my daughter's got cancer. Oh, my cancer baby. That's why they brought Obama in, was to save these sick children. Not to help any inner school city kids in Chicago, because he couldn't run on that kind of theme. They would have ran him out of there. He would have made it to the Democratic ticket. And that's what I'm looking at. America's done. They know that Obamacare is not going to work. America's too sick of a nation. In Canada, it's only working because they're taking so much money out of your paycheck. Believe it or not, Canadians are not as sick as Americans. If I'm not mistaken, there's only 100 million Canadians or 70 million. I don't know what it is, but overall, we're not as sick as Americans. Now, watching that debate that just took place, I'm going to say Ted Cruz won. Bernie's very good. Ted Cruz is much better than Donald Trump. He's a solid conservative. He would have represented what conservatives, what their views are. And Bernie represents what liberals' views are, except he wasn't as corrupt as Hillary. And so what Bernie wants to do is chop up money from all the rich people and say, well, they got to pay a little bit more money to pay for everybody else's problems. I think even if you did that, it still wouldn't matter. There's still too many sick people in America regardless. And Ted Cruz is saying, oh no, mandates. Mandate this. They can't just cancel you out. They can't just, it's a private insurance agency. How can you tell them they can't just cancel you out or deny you coverage? Everything is going to collapse. And I'm going to get religious. The world hasn't kept like Hebrew Bible laws. They say it's a Judeo-Christian nation. No, that's a lie. It was Hebrew. Should I say closer to the Hebrew laws. So the forefathers that came here would have stoned you, chop your head off type. They left Europe because they wanted to escape a lot of the wickedness in Europe. They still had that in them. They still knew, hey, you can't just say what you want. You can't just eat what you want. You can't just have witchcraft. You can't. So America's suffering from them sins. Half of these cancer kids are witchcraft children. They're a product of witchcraft. People did evil stuff, and now they want to make everybody pay for these kids and their cancer. How about just a regular veteran person? How about, Bernie's plan would work if it's saying free health insurance for veterans. They already have that, if I'm not mistaken. But it's got to be a limitation on it. You just can't say any old body. It's a mess. The whole country has got to be destroyed and recreated at some point. I don't see it being recreated. I see it as being a burden to everybody else. And that's why I believe Donald Trump is going to sell out and say, you know what, just here's nuclear codes, China, nuclear codes, Russia, here's our secret military bases, blow them up. I think he knows in the New World Order and elite, they know you can't save America. It's done. I'm just listening to this debate, and these are really intelligent men, more intelligent than Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump combined. And watching them talk today about America, it just sickens me. I know Bernie wants to help because he was practically homeless the first couple of decades of his adult life when he became into politics. So he saw a lot of the suffering and whatever. And Ted Cruz and his so-called suffering dad, coming from Cuba and, as they say, communist Cuba, whatever. It don't matter. Everybody's flocking to America. What if everybody comes here just to get free this and free that? It's not going to work. And Ted Cruz made a good point. He says, what if you gave every single person a Lamborghini, or made every single person buy a Lamborghini? Mandated. You have to have a car. And it's ironic because I can't go buy a burger through a drive-thru without a car. I can't ride a bike through it. I thought that reminded me of that. But that's what it's leading to. Government mandating of things. And they mandated a lot of other stuff with Social Security. They are going to mandate that. And I don't see them turning back. Even if they dumped Obamacare, they would have to have something else. There's too many sick people. And Bernie even threw out the idea of universal dental health care. That would be a disaster. I look at my own teeth and I know there's no way that you can give every single American free dental insurance. That's like $2 trillion, $1 trillion a year right there. If they had to fix everybody's teeth and cavities and root canals for free, there's some people who don't even have health problems, kind of like myself, but have many dental problems. Imagine that. It would destroy an economy. You have to kind of pay as you go and pay for your issues and your problems. It's almost better to have no teeth than to be making these dental people responsible for our teeth issues. And so, but both of them made some points. And I wish Bernie would come out and say, included, not free. If you went to high school, you got your high school diploma in America, even if you didn't serve in the military, you get some form of available health insurance. It's just not free. I wish he would come out and be more like this. Kind of like if you did your 4 years in the military, you're a veteran, and you're going to get veterans benefits the rest of your life, as long as you were honorably discharged. That's how it should be. It's included because you served your time. That's not what Bernie is saying. But Ted Cruz, on the other hand, is kind of, got a conservative approach. He makes a lot more sense, but he still wants to help the rich, and that's why guys like Bernie are attacking him, because Bernie hates the rich making so much money. And that's understandable. Unless they come out and make a salary cap and say, this is all the money people can make, and everything goes back to that's called spreading the wealth if they try that, and that still wouldn't work. The only thing they'll have to do is get back to like moral value laws. And I find it interesting that Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders both brought up people who had AIDS. They never said how they got AIDS. They just said people that have AIDS and they were having AIDS problem. That's not our problem. Don't bring up AIDS. I want to hear the old man or lady that made it to 90 years old and they did the good for the earth, and those are the examples we need to hear. We don't need to hear about no piece of trash faggots. Yeah, I said it, faggot asses. We don't need to hear about no faggot bitches who got AIDS. We don't care about what they got. And some of these guys are like 35, 45, 50, some are even in their 20s. And they were talking about how the medication for these AIDS can be like thousands of dollars per month. People have to travel the world. Well, guess what happens when they travel the world? They get their asses kicked right back to the United States. They don't want you. They can't even take care of their own people. They're not going to give you free medication to, get rid of HIV. Get out of here. Third world countries will laugh at you. So America is the melting pot, as some say Babylon, of all abominations. And now here comes the Trump card to finish off the country because it's so messed up. And Trump is evil, just like Obama and Hillary and all the other ones, George Bush. They're all evil. It's just Trump is the Illuminati's final card game. Basically, it's a warning, wake-up call that destruction is imminent. Don't mean that God is supporting him. That's a lie. Destruction is imminent. Just watching this debate today, these are two very fine old men, wise men that understand politics more than Donald Trump and Hillary. And even them, they can't deny it. They want to come out and say it. Even Bernie being a liberal, even he knows that there's so much stuff that people are doing causing it, this mess, this epidemic, so to speak. But I just want to get this video out here. You can go. I did not record it. I just sat here and watched it live on TV, and I just want to get my thoughts on Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz. I'm surprised they would have a debate this late. They should have probably did this before the debate. This would have hurt the outcome of the election because these two guys, they know their stuff. But they're still, make no mistake about it, Bernie and Ted are still established. Bernie's less established than Ted Cruz. He's still less established. But anyway, I'm going to get this video out there, and I want people to take a look at it and make a decision for themselves. Well, what do they think the United States is going? I want to hear your comments. The United States is done.